The Golden Bachelorette's Chock Chapple makes rare NYC appearance with Joan Vassos amid signs he won't leave Wichita for good. March 9, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation News. The Golden Bachelorette's Chock Chapple made a rare appearance in New York to support his fiancée Joan Vassos amid rumors swirling that he's refusing to leave Kansas behind in their pre-planned move. While the couple, who has been talking about moving to New York City since the finale of the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, have been spending their time in various locations, Chock's primarily been in his home state of Kansas. Though Joan has been in New York, Maryland, and Kansas with Chock, the fact that she's been traveling while he hasn't has been a pain point for Bachelor Nation. Though Chock may not always be able to show up to Joan's important events to support her, seeing him in NYC was great. In a new Instagram post, Chock shared that he'd made it to New York City in support of Joan during a recent podcast appearance. Posing with Joan, former Bachelorette Charity Lawson, and her fiancé Dotun Olubiko, Chock made it clear that he'd had a long week of travel for Joan. From Wichita, Tulsa, NYC. It's been a busy week with a Joan_Vassos, Chock shared, cross-posting the photo with Joan. While Chock has been keeping busy, it's been clear that his primary focus has been about staying in Kansas rather than Joan, who's been trying to secure an NYC home. What Chock's NYC appearance with Joan means for their future. Although Joan and Chock have been moving around a lot lately, it's been Joan that's been doing the most wandering while Chock has been staying put in Kansas. Whether it's because of his business, because of his family, or because he simply doesn't want to leave the area for long, it's been clear that Joan is more open to the travel required of their relationship in its current state. Joan and Chock have appeared to be trying to keep up with each other, and Chock making an appearance in NYC for Joan is a great step in the right direction. While Chock's apparent distaste for New York City has been making it seem like the couple may not follow through with their plans to move to the area, it's clear that the pair are still holding strong in their affection for one another. Chock trying to be supportive of Joan as she's moved through an incredibly busy time, especially knowing that she's done a lot of traveling in her most recent stretch, has been great to see. Though Chock may not always be able to show up to Joan's important events to support her, seeing him in NYC was great. Our take on Chock making an appearance at Joan's NYC event. Though Chock was able to be supportive of Joan at her NYC podcast event, it was interesting to see that he framed his post with it being a bit of a difficulty. Sharing that he'd gone from his home in Wichita to another part of Kansas with Joan before heading to NYC, it's clear that he felt like he was making some sort of sacrifice being in New York to be supportive of his fiancée. Regardless, the fact that Chock was there to support Joan at all was a great sign for the Golden Bachelorette couple moving forward. The Golden Bachelorette's journey has captivated fans, but one of the biggest questions surrounding Joan Vassos' final suitors has been whether Chock Chapple is willing to uproot his life in Wichita to build a future with her. Now, a rare sighting of Chock in New York City with Joan has sparked fresh speculation about their relationship status. Is Chock finally ready to leave his beloved Kansas home, or is this just a temporary visit? Chock Chapple steps into the spotlight in NYC. In a shocking twist, Chock Chapple was recently spotted in New York City alongside Joan Vassos, marking one of the few times he has ventured out of his Wichita comfort zone. The retired businessman, known for his deep-rooted ties to Kansas, has always emphasized his love for the Midwest. However, his recent NYC appearance has left fans wondering if he's considering a more permanent change. Eyewitnesses claim that Chock and Joan looked cozy as they strolled through Central Park, seemingly enjoying each other's company. Dressed in a stylish yet comfortable ensemble, Chock was seen laughing with Joan as they grabbed coffee at a chic Upper East Side cafe. Their chemistry was undeniable, but sources close to the couple insist that Chock's NYC visit was more about testing the waters than making a definite move. The Wichita factor, why Chock might never leave. Despite his undeniable connection with Joan, Chock has never wavered on his love for Wichita. The former real estate mogul has spent decades building a life in Kansas, complete with deep community ties, lifelong friendships, and a comfortable lifestyle that he's hesitant to abandon. Chock isn't the type to just pick up and leave, an insider revealed. He's always been a man of routine, and Wichita is where he feels at home. His reluctance to leave has been a major sticking point in his relationship with Joan, who is rooted in Maryland. While the long-distance aspect of their romance worked during the Golden Bachelorette, the question remains, can Joan and Chock truly make it work if neither is willing to relocate permanently? Joan Vassos' perspective. Will she be the one to compromise? Joan Vassos has made it clear that she's looking for a committed partner who shares her vision for the future. At 61, she's not interested in casual dating. She wants something serious and lasting. But with Chock hesitant to leave Wichita, is she the one who will have to compromise? Friends of Joan say she's open to splitting time between both locations, but isn't thrilled at the idea of moving full-time to Kansas. Joan loves the East Coast, a close friend shared. Her family, her grandkids, her whole life is in Maryland. She adores Chock, but she's not sure she's willing to give all of that up. The couple's recent New York City outing could have been Joan's way of showing Chock what life outside of Kansas could be like. The city's energy, endless opportunities, and vibrant social scene might have been a test to see if Chock could picture himself embracing a new lifestyle. Fan speculation. Are they even still together? While some fans are hopeful that Chock and Joan's NYC rendezvous is a sign of progress, others aren't convinced. Many Bachelor Nation followers have noticed that Chock has remained relatively quiet on social media, leading to speculation that things between him and Joan may not be as solid as they seem. Additionally, Joan has been spotted spending more time with family and close friends rather than gushing about her relationship online. Could this be a sign that Chock's unwillingness to move is creating a divide between them? What's next for Joan and Chock? As of now, neither Joan nor Chock has made any official statements about their future. However, sources close to the couple suggest that difficult conversations are being had behind the scenes. Joan is trying to be patient, a confidant revealed. But at the end of the day, she needs to know that Chock is willing to meet her halfway. She's not going to chase after someone who won't make an effort to be with her. Bachelor Nation will undoubtedly be watching closely as Joan and Chock navigate this challenging crossroads in their relationship. Will Chock take the leap and leave Wichita for good, or is his rare NYC appearance just a fleeting moment? One thing's for sure, their love story is far from over, and the next chapter promises to be just as intriguing as the last.